Hey guys, it's Don Cox here from North Bay, Ontario, Canada, and I'm the owner, the founder of My Daily Services, and this is a presentation to tell you a little bit more about our services, why you might want to use our services, and many of you who are probably watching this presentation probably are already customers of ours, and we have totally changed our method of blogging, and we now have curation, which is the new method of blogging. It's actually something we were already doing. We just didn't really have a word for what we were doing. Now we've discovered what it is that we're doing. So I'm going to go over just a quick introduction to that and tell you exactly what we're doing with our blogging. So first of all, let me add some credibility to what I'm talking about, okay? Because you know what, you guys out there, you might be thinking, man, why does this guy why listen to this guy? Like, does he really have something of value that he can share with me? Does he know what he's doing? And you know, the best way to convince anybody of anything really is documentation, right? If I can prove to you that I'm creating some success online, then you're more likely to believe what I'm telling you, right? So I'm going to show you my account real quick. And I often have mixed feelings about doing this, because a lot of people think that, oh gee, look at what he's got in his account, man, you know, like, if you know, I should be able to do that, you know, easily, just like he did. And you know what, that's not the case though. Everyone's different. I have some business experiences that you don't have, and I can help pass along that experience to you through my training, but a lot of it you're going to end up having to learn on your own, okay? So this amount of money, I've accumulated this amount of money in the last, I don't know, probably 3 months or so. I transferred a lot of money out of here as well, so we're making about 5 figures a month right now, like low 5 figures a month. But you know what? That's a heck of a lot better than what I was making a year ago. You know, a year ago I was actually out of work. I wasn't making any money, and my wife was the one who was working. She's a registered nurse, so we were probably bringing home about $5,000 or $6,000 a month, which is fine. I mean, we could live on that. But you know what I'm concerned about? I'm concerned about my retirement. Like, what am I going to do when I'm 50 years old now? What am I going to do in 15 years when I got no retirement, no retirement fund? I claimed bankruptcy a couple years ago, and it wiped me out. I mean, and you know, I'm not going to go into what happened and why I claimed bankruptcy, but you know, it was a really dark period of my life, and I turned that around by using this. I know this is going to sound funny, but I was using this little known about energy psychology technique that I could teach you that actually turned my life around. Like, within months of using that little secret little technique, I started making more money. I started attracting more abundance in every area of my life, like health, spiritual, social, everything. Everything in my life took a 180 and just completely turned my life around. You know, I haven't been sick, really sick. You know, I've had the odd cold here and there, but before I used to get these flus. I used to get depressed. I was really hard on myself. I used to experience a lot of anxiety. You know, I was addicted to pain medication. I used to smoke like a crazy man. You know, like, I wasn't very happy. I wasn't a happy guy. And I turned that all around by reprogramming my subconscious mind to create abundance in my life. And you know, I didn't really know it at the time, but I had all these things that I learned when I was just a child that I was living in my life. Like, all of these things were manifesting in my life because of the beliefs that I learned when I was a child. And you know what? That's not uncommon. In fact, 90% of what we do is governed by our subconscious mind. So if you want to change your life, you have to change your subconscious mind. It's 1,000,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. So that's my niche. That's what I love talking about. That's what I'm going to create my niche website about. But I kind of stumbled into providing blogging services for people. I mean, no one was really interested in hearing about my little subconscious reprogramming technique, but they were really interested in learning about how they can get their blogging done for them affordably so they don't have to keep doing it every day themselves, right? So that's how I created the income that I now have online. Okay, so I mean, I do have to focus on some other things now and diversify, and that's part of what I'm going to teach you. So you know, a lot of what I teach you guys really is a result of my mistakes that I've made. If I didn't make mistakes, then I wouldn't know what I know today. So, you know, if you do make mistakes, it's okay. That's normal. Learn from them, all right? So the biggest problem that we solve for people who are in Empower Network, most of our customers are in Empower Network, is this job of blogging. I mean, I didn't buy the Empower Network program. I didn't get all in Empower Network only to create a job for myself. That's not what I did. If I wanted to create another job for myself, I just go out and get one, you know? I mean, I'm a certified teacher. I'm an addiction counselor. I can go out and work for 30, 40 bucks an hour teaching, but you know what? I don't have to do that because now I have a business online. And I'll be honest with you, I do work a lot. I work every day, but I enjoy what I do, and I know that I know I'm going to be able to duplicate myself down the road because I'm grooming somebody to take over the management of my blogging business. So if you're building an online business and you're stuck doing the blogging every day yourself, and you have $140 a month that you can spend on blogging services, you don't even need $140 a month. I mean, you can spend $100 a month and get some blogging done for you every month. All right. So we have packages that fit every budget now. Everyone can afford to buy our blogging. We now have a new method of blogging, and I'm going to go into that. But the one thing I want to ask you is, did you join Empower Network? Are you building a business online to create a job for yourself? I know that you don't want to be a blogger. You want to enjoy the benefits of business ownership. Am I right? I mean, if you are happy with coming home from work every day and spending 2-3 hours blogging every day, then you can shut down this presentation. You can go right back to doing your own blogging every day. But if you're sick and tired of having to blog every day or trying to figure out how the heck to get your blogging done effectively every day, then this presentation is for you. Okay, so I've solved that big problem of blogging, and I now have a blogging service that I could teach other people to do for you. I trained these people initially to do the blogging for me, okay? But I found that actually I was doing what is called blog curation. I didn't know it at the time. When I first started doing the blogging for folks, I didn't know that I was curating. I didn't know that word existed. It wasn't until I did some research and I found out that, hey, I'm actually curating. So we curate blogs. We don't write original content. Like some people thought that's what we were doing, but no, that's not what we were doing. We train people to curate blogs so that they can do all the blogging. You don't have to do it, right? So we do what is called niche blogging. Even our viral blogging, our basic blogging, is really niche blogging because we're curating blogs, curating the news. We're curating the top viral content of the day and posting that into your blog. That has been proven to get lots and lots of traffic, but I'll get into why you may not be getting as much traffic as you could be getting and why you're not getting the conversions that you might be looking for later on. But right now I just want to tell you about what we're doing. So we create blogs by curating the content, and oftentimes that content actually gets ranked higher on the search engines, and I'll tell you about that in a second. So we post all of that to your blog for you. So this is a complete service. You don't have to do anything else. All you have to do is set it and forget it. All right? We do all of the blogging for you. Does this include SEO? A lot of people think that we do all of this back-end SEO. No, we don't do that. If you want SEO services, you could pay a few $100s to $1,000 a month for SEO. Traditional SEO, by the way, guys, is sort of on the way out. Okay, I mean, it's still effective, it's still working, but I know I've read from Google that within a couple of years, SEO is pretty well going to be gone by the wayside because of the new author rank that they're coming out with. So we can do some SEO for you. I do have an SEO add-on, and it's some basic. I mean, I can go over that some other time. We can do that for you, but you really don't need to do a lot of SEO because we are already borrowing content that has high SEO. The viral content that we borrow verbatim already has all the keywords in it. Everything is already optimized. That's why they rank high on the search engines to begin with. So for you to come back and say, you're not doing any optimization, Don, that's not true. We do, because they're already optimized. We don't have to optimize them because they're already optimized. So I hope you understand everything we do is Google compliant. We take content verbatim and curate it. That is, we blog around it so that it's original to you. We don't do anything that's black hat or against Google's guidelines. Everything we do is totally on the up and up. All right. So I just want you to feel, I want you to know and understand what we're doing. We do have a lot of satisfied customers. We wouldn't even exist today after 5 months of doing this if we weren't doing something right. Okay? We are adding value to our customers' blogs because of the quality of posts that we're producing. I mean, I'll admit, when we first started, we kind of knew what we were doing, but really didn't know what we were doing. We were figuring it out as we went. I mean, there's a huge demand for blogging services out there. I mean, if you are sick and tired of doing your blogging to no avail yourself, how many other people do you think out there are also sick and tired of doing the blogging themselves? I mean, did you know that there are over 200 million bloggers on the planet who could probably benefit from using our curation service? They don't even know about us, and it's growing geometrically. I mean, if you look at it on a graph, it's going straight up. It's going totally vertical. So there's a huge opportunity here for you to build a really cool affiliate program and actually create your own funded proposal by just telling others about our products and services. And I'll tell you about that in another presentation. All right, so I want you to compare our prices, because if you can find somebody out there that is offering you the same services that we offer for less money, I want to know about it. All right, I've done my research. I've looked around. We are crazy in terms of what we're charging. I mean, we could be charging 10 times more than what we're charging right now, and we're not. Okay, we're keeping our prices affordable. We know most people in Empower Network, might only have a few $100s every month that they can spend on blogging, and that's perfectly fine with us. That's all cool. We have packages now to meet everybody's budget. So, I mean, if you think our prices, aren't fitting into your budget, get in touch with me. We'll talk some more about it. Now, you could go out and you could buy what are called PLR articles for about $1. I think they cost about $1. But the problem with that is that everybody else is getting those same PLR articles, private label articles. All right, so you're buying these PLR articles, and it really is a pretty large ripoff. PLR, pretty large ripoff, because there's a whole bunch of other people, who knows, maybe thousands of other people that are using those same articles in their blogs, and Google does not like that. Trust me, you don't want to invest in PLR articles. Okay, you're wasting your money if you do. Our content is the type of content that will get you ranked high in the search engines if you use it consistently. All right, content marketing has been working for many years. I mean, I was listening to some training by Deegan Smith that goes back like 5 years, okay? And a lot of what he was telling me in that training is still relevant today. Content marketing works. It's a long-term investment, but it works for the long term. If we curate a really good post for you, a niche post for you that is really popular, and you know what to do with that, with those content. You take that content, you're submitting it in the, on the article directories, or on article websites. You're sharing it on social media platforms. You're using social bookmarking. You're doing things with your blogging after it's done, and you're sharing it with other people. I know Deegan Smith was talking about one article that he wrote. He wrote about 800 articles, and he found out that there were actually 800,000 places where those articles could be found because other people picked them up and started using their content, his content, on their websites. So you want to encourage people to say, hey, yeah, take my content, post it on your blog if you want. Just make sure that you reference it properly, because that's the way that other people are going to share your information, and for you to get more and more people looking at your content, right? So conversions is kind of a tricky thing. We do have some things that can help you make better conversions. Our first goal in helping you make conversions is helping you get leads. All right. Now, I wish I could guarantee traffic. I wish I could say, yeah, use our service and you're going to guaranteed you'll double, triple, quadruple the traffic to your blog website. I can't do that, okay, because there's too many factors that go into what affects traffic, okay? Having good quality blog content on your website is really important, but it's not the only thing that affects traffic. So we are going to have some suggestions, some things that you can do to maximize your conversions. We'll have that in some follow-up training that we'll provide to you. If you're a customer, I'm going to make sure that you get all of our training. All right. So one of the things that gurus do is they have multiple streams of income. Okay. I mean, that's the one thing that is the difference between the person that succeeds online and the person that never seems to get ahead. They have multiple streams of income, and what that means is, like Lawrence Tam told me way back when I started, sell like Walmart, Don. He said, don't just sell bananas. All right. In other words, he was saying, don't just sell Empower Network. Sell other products and services to your list that they are going to probably consume. Not everyone is going to be interested in Empower Network, but some of them might be interested in nutritional products. Some of them might be interested in our blogging services. Some of them might be interested in a travel product. There are all kinds of products and services out there that you can sell to your list. Always give value to others, and you can't go wrong. I mean, that's what we're doing with your blog website. We're creating lots of fresh, original, high-value content that is going to keep people reading your blogs and being exposed to your forums and your banners, and that will start converting for you. But you really need to look at this, like I said, as a long-term investment. All right. So one of the things that gurus always do is they outsource what they either don't enjoy doing or don't know how to do themselves to other people who can do those things affordably for you. So one thing you want to do is post regularly to your blog. All right. So gurus are managers. They are, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to find a way to pay for our products and services. Then you're going to manage your resources. You're going to manage the things that you invest into to build your business online. All right. So, I mean, that's the first thing that you'll probably become if you're going to look at it as a job. Your job is online business manager, but eventually you're going to outsource all of that to somebody else. All right. So, personally, like I said, myself, I'm looking at my online business as my source of retirement income. When I build a residual income, which I'm doing because our services are a subscription, as soon as we have 1,000 customers who are happy using our services on a regular basis, then that's going to create an income for me that's going to take me into my retirement. All right. So the one thing that I've learned, and I forget who said this, but success is created by failure, by failing, by learning from your failure, and then staying enthusiastic even though you failed, right? I mean, as long as you're motivated, you will continue to succeed. Okay, so outsourcing is important. You want to outsource everything that you can possibly outsource, and if you need to learn how to pay for that, if you need to find the money to pay for that, you do that by building what's called a funded proposal. I'll tell you more about what a funded proposal is in another training that you'll receive from me. And guys, you never want to stop blogging. If you have a blog website or you have multiple blog websites, you want to constantly be adding fresh, relevant, organic content, original organic content to your website. That's the one sure thing that you can do that will get Google to love what you're doing. All right. So the other thing that you have to do is you need to have a strong call to action in your on your website and on your posts. That's really, really important. A lot of people have the same resource box. They don't change it. They got the same banner ad all the time. They never change it up. They don't have a clear call to action. So that's the next thing I'm going to be covering in training, is how in the heck do you get your blog converting for you once you have the established traffic. How do you get that traffic converting for you? So right now, if you want to order our services, all you have to do, go to my website, go to the catalog, niche blogging. You'll find right there, the first one down. I'm probably going to post a video at the top here. Choose the category that you want to have us blog about, and go to our checkout page. And then right here on the field where it says, if buying niche blogging, choose your niche, indicate your niche right here. Fill out the rest of this form. This is your WordPress login and password. That's your username and password to your Empower Network blog. If you're an Empower Network, send us the URL. So I'll just quickly show you what you would send us if you were having us blog to your Empower Network blog for you. You want to send us this URL at the top here. Okay, so it would be this Empower Network Missy Dawn. It would be this URL at the top. That's what you want to send us. Okay, so then you just simply pay for your services, choose whichever package fits your budget, and the viral blogging, as you hopefully you learned that from our presentation. The viral blogging is the top-rated content that we blog about every day. So we get the top-rated content and we blog about that every day, and that's what we post into your blog for you. The niche blogging is good for people who have a specific area or content area that they want us to blog about. So if you want us to blog about business news or health and nutrition or technology, we'll just blog about that specific niche. We'll go out and we'll find the viral content in that specific category. All right, and the blogging is a little more expensive, obviously, for niche blogging because of the amount of work that goes into creating those niche blogs. All right, so choose the package that you think is right for you. If you have multiple websites, you have a health and nutrition website, you got, say, a mobile advertising website, you got a travel website, you have your Empower Network website, you have a coaching website. If you want us to blog on every single website, get in touch with me and I'll work out a deal for a combination of products for you. Okay, so we'll provide maybe 5 posts a day to each website, and that'll keep lots of fresh organic traffic going to your websites, and build your branding in each of those areas. Okay, so if you need to have a website set up, we do have a service available where we can set up your blog for you. We don't really advertise that right now because I haven't built the page for it yet, but we do have a few people that can set up your blog for you, can get all of the get the theme installed, all the plugins installed, and create a banner at the top for you, help you create the pages you need on your website to make it legal. The About Us page, the privacy page, the Contact Us page, the things that Google is going to look for on your website that makes it user-friendly. We can help you create all of that stuff. Right now, I think it costs about only $50 to maybe $100 at the very most to get that set up. So, I mean, really, what are you looking at as far as expenses? You're looking at about maybe $50 for a theme. You're looking at about $5 to $10 a month for hosting, depending upon what you choose, and you're looking at spending about $100 to get it all set up for you. So, it's a lot less expensive for you to set up your own website these days. You can buy, I have hosting available. If you want affordable hosting, just go out and find the best price that you can find, and I'll beat that price. Okay, so I go through GoDaddy. I have a dedicated hosting account with them, and I can add unlimited numbers of domains on my hosting. So just go ahead and send me an email so we can discuss what you need. I am working with someone very soon who's going to have a different type of advertising available for you. We're also working on something a little bit different for our solo ads. I'll be talking about that soon. I'm going to be creating a series of training videos for you to teach you how to do some of the basic things that I think you need to know how to do. I also have someone on our team who does create training videos, I think every day or every other day, to teach you how to do some of the things that you need to do with your Empower Network blog itself. I'll be referring to her occasionally, and what I'm going to do is have a complete guide for you to provide you with some quick training videos on how to do some things to get your blog set up and to get it converting for you. All right, so you guys have a great day, and we'll see you at the top.